Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with the NXT review for last night's NXT episode on the WWE Network, February 18th of 2015. This is the first episode of NXT coming off the fallout of the NXT TakeOver Rival show. The show opened with a opening promo from General Manager William Regal held in his office, where basically he was talking about the main event of Sami Zayn going up against Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship, basically saying that the match was stopped due to a knockout, that Kevin Owens was the NXT champion, and that somewhere later on down the road, Sami Zayn would be giving a rematch. But at this point, he's not cleared to wrestle, so we want to see Kevin Owens in action tonight. So he was putting him up against Adrian Neville, even though this is not a non-title match. It is sort of like moving towards the Kevin Owens versus I was going to say Prince Devitt, but Finn Balor match. Finn Balor, of course, winning the number one contenders match. So Neville isn't really jumping over the guy who won the NXT number one contenders tournament from there. But following the intro, we go to Kevin Owens coming down to the ring to address the crowd, holding the NXT championship, which honestly to me, I will say that it did look a little bit weird with him being the champion, but saying that he did accomplish his goals with being champion. It was going to make for a better life for him and his family, just like that promo that he did right after he took out Sami Zayn, and he was giving him the reason why he did it. He said that he was directing his attention towards the new number one contender, Finn Balor. There was going to come a day when basically they did have to have a match, and then he had some words to say about Sami Zayn as well. We leave that segment and we go right into the opening match, which is Rhino making his WWE debut. Well, I apologize, I fucked that up. I'm gonna get a comment from Zach down below if he watches this video. I call it a debut, but this is his return to WWE NXT. He's there. He wrestled against a guy that I didn't even catch his name. I was honestly hoping that they were going to ring the bell and Rhino was going to come out for the gore and just get the win. There was a little bit of a tie-up and some punches, but Rhino did end up hitting the gore and getting the win very, very fast in this match. He got holy shit chants from the crowd for coming out there and making his debut. From there, we went to a tag match, which was the Vaudevillains going up against Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Of course, with Carmella out there as well. I still do not understand, Cassidy and Enzo Amore. I just don't get them. It was put to me that by my good buddy Gold Standard 000 Ross, that they are pretty much NXT's version of the New Age Outlaws for getting the crowd to chant along with everything they do. But to me, I don't know. I look at these guys and I think that they should be heels. I just don't get it. But, even though the Vaudevillains are my team, they are the guys that I like. I mark out for their intro every time they come down. Basically, Enzo Amore was able to cause a little bit of a distraction where Cassidy was able to hit the big boot. And then Enzo Amore was able to sneak back in and get the 1, 2, 3. From there, the NXT Tag Champions popped up on the screen. They had some words trying to get Carmella to leave the guys that she was with and come hang out with some real men. Basically just building up to a match of Big Cass and Enzo Amore going up against the tag champs. It's very... it's very obvious, the fact that I've forgotten their names. It's a little bit tiring. I am pretty tired after watching NXT tonight. It didn't have anything to do with the show. The show was honestly really, really good, and it was packed full of fun stuff. We go from there to CJ Parker hitting the ring, complaining about not being used on the NXT special, and basically he was interrupted by Solomon Crow. It made it look like he was hacking into the system, basically taking over the signal. This is not a test, popped up on the screen. I don't know what the big move that Solomon Crow used, where basically he had CJ Parker down on the ground and then basically just sort of bounced off the second row, using that to sort of like springboard him to just basically fall down on him. I don't know what it was. I didn't put it over enough, but it looked like it fucking hurt. From there, we go to Sasha Banks wrestling against somebody named Blue Pants. And this is somebody that I've seen people tweet about, but I had never seen this person before. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know if this was like a local jobber that just happened to get over with the NXT crowd that we see every once in a while, but she went up against Sasha Banks in a match that I would think reminds me a lot of watching WWE Challenge or Wrestling Superstars, or, you know, one of those shows back in the day that had all the jobber matches on there. Sasha Banks, your new NXT Women's Champion. This was a match that was supposed to get her over and show how bad she is as being the new NXT Women's Champion, and just show that, you know, she has a whole bunch of skills and just get her over. But it seemed like Blue Pants was more over than Sasha Banks at this point. But then again, Full Sail down there in Florida is pretty much bizarro land when it comes to wrestling. I still would love to see Monday Night Raw go there one time, even if they have to basically give that show away for free. You know, not charge admission or figure something out to do. But I think a lot of people would pay big bucks to be in that crowd, just to be a part of it one time. Sasha Banks, you know, she was booed by the crowd, even though she seems to be over most times. But she was able to get the win, forcing Blue Pants to submit. I feel weird calling her Blue Pants because I feel that she should have some sort of a real name, but I don't know. It didn't really seem like she really mattered in the long run. From there, we go to the main event of the night, which was Adrian Neville against Kevin Owens. This match was as good as it was a few weeks ago when they ended up having the count-out victory, or I guess count-out draw, I guess I should say, with Kevin Owens and Adrian Neville. Where basically Owens leveled out Owen onto the outside. These guys really went at it back and forth. One of my favorite spots of this was basically when Adrian Neville was suplexing Kevin Owens sort of repeatedly, and when he picked him up to give him the last suplex, Kevin Owens was reaching and grabbing, trying to grab the rope, trying to hold on. He played a real good hand in this match. But both of these guys looked incredibly strong. It was Kevin Owens that picked up the big victory win here. And I think we all saw this basically coming from there. But the pop-up powerbomb, and Adrian Neville wasn't able to kick out, and Kevin Owens gets the win. Very fun episode of NXT. One of the best damn shows you can watch wrestling-wise. Only 1 hour of wrestling on this show, and basically you got 1, 2, 3 matches, 4. Oh, we hit one of that one was squash. You got 3 real wrestling matches, a segment, and some you know sort of commercial stuff to put out everything that are going on in the network. WrestleMania is coming up, Fastlane, and the reading challenge and things like that to make WWE look good. But damn. I always have fun every Wednesday watching this show, and I'm hoping other people out there who don't normally watch NXT are going to be checking this out, because I sure am glad that I jumped on board with this.